Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard. Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu. Once again this week, joined with all the people. Hawk.
Howdy.
Cikala. Machi. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah, things are going pretty good in life, so there's no troubles there. Nothing to talk about though, right?
Yay.
Well, next week and the week after that, Hawk will not be with us. He's going on vacation, so we'll miss you, but I think we have some shadow sessions planned for the high-level characters, and we'll see what happens, but, yeah. You remember last week where we left off?
Mm-hmm.
Secret 7, or the Southern 7, sorry, and, or Southern 6 now. Anyway, the prison battle combat episode, and you guys had gone back to learn meditation and get some food and rest and relaxation and shit inside the Temple of Love and Beauty.
Oh, yeah, food.
Sorry, I don't have the meeting room done yet. This is the old map. And actually, it probably has not changed, actually, for the meeting room. It would be exactly the same. For now, anyway. The temple itself, I told you, had been completely constructed and had 3 statues of Aphrodite. With pews and carpets and flowers and all this stuff. I do have that map. Kinda cheated, but well, you know, old GM trick. Use an old map for a new map. But anyway, yeah, I've got that. So we're gonna start the game off where we left off, and we're gonna say that you guys have slept and learned all your stuff.
Everybody learned meditation, including Zimbar.
Yeah, Zimbar made us roll for meditation.
Crazy cool.
Yay.
But yeah, that's where we're gonna start off at. So if you give me 2 shakes of the lamb's tail here. I did not. What the hell? I apologize. Give me 1 second here. What the hell is going on with this?
Rat snake. I don't have a lamb's tail. I have a rat snake.
There we go. Okay.
I used to have a whole bunch of rattlesnake rattles, and I've eaten a lot of them.
Rattlesnake medicine.
You bet.
Not something us wolves like, but you know, it's all good.
It's good meat.
Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah, good eating.
I've had it once.
Now I'm hungry.
All right, guys. I'm good.
Okay.
So you've meditated, you slept, all that stuff's happened. Things are changing. Zen had mentioned last game that she wanted to get the fuck out of Queensland.
Yeah.
She was in a panic mode. And, so yeah. Pendar and Clip, you haven't seen them. They left. All of that.
So
So just a party.
Round telepathy said.
Okay.
She'll say, sweetie.
She jumps when you do that and then looks at you.
I know that you're scared. And I know that you've got a lot on your mind and that you want to leave the Iceland. But, so let's think about this. Recently, we've made some really powerful friends. And maybe we should tell somebody what's going on that you thought that maybe Mephistopheles had minions in the city or that he was in this. Maybe we should tell somebody. Because if we leave here, then we have no backup. It's just us on our own.
Depending on where we go, it's obvious that we are here.
Right.
This is where we would be. It's not like your brother is hiding from visual sight.
Right.
I mean, yes, you have him protected magically, but he walks around the city.
He does. Not a lot of people know, though, that he is who he is. That's not common knowledge.
I beg to differ.
Yeah?
The Southern Seven know who he is. Grey Razor knew who he was. Knew who you were when you were children. Right? Why is it that there's been no attack? Why is it that he still walks around normal? Why is it? You think it's because of you? I think it's because there are plans within plans.
Right.
And I have an anxiety about that because she kind of looks around the room. She's like, no one here knows what I know. No one knows Mephistopheles like I know him. He is terrible, but he does not hold a candle to the big A.
Right.
He was here. He was watching us. I felt it. He knows where we are. Mephistopheles.
Well, if he knows where we are and he hasn't attacked yet, maybe that says something. You know, the three of us were alone. He could have come right in and done something, and he didn't.
He tried to.
Do we know that that was him, though?
No. It could have been the other, which is even worse. That's what I'm saying. Look, I know I am probably not thinking clearly with this.
Maybe we should slow down and talk to some of the higher-ups about the things that we've learned and the things that you suspect. And really think about this before we make such a serious decision.
Okay.
She'll look at her in the eyes. Don't take off, okay? Promise me.
I promise. I won't do that.
Okay.
Carl looks over at Eden and says, you know, we should check on Stephanie and the kids.
You know, we definitely should, and I know she wants to see you, Doll and Timmy.
So I did go to see her.
Did you?
Well, yeah, you guys came and met us on the way back.
That's right, that's right.
She needs a ton of help,
What kind of help?
and I think that she's just too modest to ask for it with everything. Like, she needs help with everything that she could possibly do with those kids. It's just her and the other girl for the entirety of the school, is my understanding. So they need like
Do they need
full
clothes?
staff, food, educational supplies, clothes. Like, she would, be better able to.
I mean, we can hire more help and we can buy clothes.
We can.
I mean,
I think that
Well-
she feels like that you guys have done so very much that she doesn't want to ask for anything.
she doesn't have to ask. We'll give it to her.
She doesn't, and we can do that. And one of the things we can also do is we can go through the courts and we can try to requisition the Crown to help out with the schooling in the city. So that
That's
way
true.
it doesn't fall on any one person.
That's beautiful.
Well, we can give her. Well, we can give her some money to hold her over until the courts actually do something.
Yeah.
And because technically she's not an official school yet, so maybe we should make that official.
Yes, divorces. I think that is a good idea. I think.
Because I know I have more money than I'll ever need.
So do you guys want to go do that then, really?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can definitely do that.
Okay, so you guys get up and you're all rested and you've been fed, meditated, whatever that you needed to do, and you guys exit out of the.
Cleaned everybody.
Excuse me. You exit out of the meeting room.
Cleanliness, makeup.
You come into the sanctuary
Oh dear.
where the statues are and the pews and priests and all the different flower arrangements everywhere. And when you come out into a hallway, actually, that would be on the right side of this map right here, and the doors to get out would be to the right of this, and doors to the sanctuary are to the left, and those doors are open, and if you continue to walk down the hallway where you're at, it'll go to the other staircase that goes down.
Okay.
So the staircases have been encased inside of a hallway, so you can go in and out without having to come through the sanctuary. But to get into the Temple of Love and Beauty, other than those two directions, you have to go into the sanctuary. And once you do that, it looks like there's some doors on the back side, and then a door to the double doors to the right that goes somewhere. You're not sure, but so you guys come to right here, and you can see in the temple, and it's active. You see a couple priests and priestesses wrestling over here in this corner right here. It's a female and a male, and they're wrestling with each other and flipping each other onto the ground, and they're laughing and giggling. And you can see over on the right over here that this door is open, and you can feel a pretty good breeze coming through here that goes all the way through the temple from that direction. It's cooling. So yeah. Outside, the doors to the outside are open. They're propped open, and you can smell the salt from the ocean, and you can hear the birds chirping, and it seems to be kind of moving on to spring from winter, and it feels like a new beginning kind of when you guys walk out. You're like, huh, no bad weather, the sun is shining.
Good day for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two statues, one on the left and one on the right, are smaller, of course, than this one, which is massive and tall. So yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna go see Stephanie.
So you guys exit the temple and start heading.
North.
As we're going, Eden's gonna put up her detective around her 80 feet as they're walking.
Okay.
I know that you're gonna give a description, but as we step out and start walking, Billy is gonna Laura is gonna feel for animals in the area.
Okay. There are so very many. You feel fish, you feel birds, you feel mice, you feel rats.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, you feel dogs, you feel cats, you feel worms, you feel butterflies, you feel moths, you feel
Finally.
sharks, you feel all kinds of stuff. you can feel out a mile. So there's more than you can count. Like you literally more than you could sit there and count.
She's, like,
You're
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed with the amount of animals. There's owls. There's eagles. You feel an owl directly this direction. Over by this tree, you can feel an owl.
It's daytime though, right?
It is, so but you feel it nonetheless. There's squirrels. There's seagulls, pelicans. I could go on for quite a while. Horses, cows, pigs, goats, chickens. I mean, it's never ending in the amount of animals that you feel here.
I want to connect with the closest squirrel.
Okay. All right, you get it. Is there anything connected to you right now besides the cat? So you can do 2 right now.
Well, and the cat's not even. She's
Okay.
been carrying
Okay.
it. Yeah, she had.
So you connected to nothing right now. So you connect to the
spiders, though.
you connect to the squirrel. Oh yeah, spiders. You feel spiders and the ants, and snakes. And, anyway,
And a mouse, right?
yeah, and a mouse. And, all the stuff. It's everywhere. Animals are everywhere.
She's like beaming, just yay, beautiful baby. So she'll grab the squirrel and just connect with it and tell it hello and.
Okay. It's located over by the Oak Manor, and as you guys come walking up north here, you can feel it. It's over by Oak Manor. There were several of them, but you connect to a specific one. It's a female, and she tells you good morning. You know.
It's Cara watching the squirrel go up.
Right?
You know, can you do that with any animal?
Yeah.
You know, if you ever need to, Max will, he's a guard dog, but he'll help you.
You wouldn't mind?
No, you just can't use Tika.
Tika?
Oh, she'll let Tika peek out.
See a little mouse.
That's a
Little
good
black and white mouse.
Yeah.
spot to keep them.
What?
That's a good spot to keep them.
Yeah, she won't. She's.
Cute. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. We'll just keep him away from it. We'll just keep him away from anything that turns into stone, because that would be bad for all of you. All of us. Yeah.
You guys come walking past the Oak Manor and the Church of Gold Star, and you see two paladins standing out in front of the the Church of Gold Star, and they kind of look at you guys. Good morning, and one of them walks up and hands you a scroll. Timmy, he's there, and he kind of looks at it, and he's like, "What's this?" And then the other one, they pull another scroll out, and they start like offering it to all of you.
You can all open it up.
Okay. Welcome to the reunification event and the celebration of heroes, the parade of Queensland, and the honoring the holy hosts. And it's tomorrow. You're looking at it and saying it's tomorrow morning. It goes all day in the city, and you realize there are other people walking around down here. You see a couple dwarves come walking by. Good morning, and they hand them to them as well, and they look at it and they're like, oh yeah, and so this is
for the love of Gold Star.
this is going on, and they're passing this out.
You would say, I need
Hosted-
to be here.
Hosted by the Church of Goldar, is what it says.
We both do.
All right. So you go behind the Church of Goldar, and you go up the steps, and you come up by the Gold Star Academy. That's rubble. It's complete rubble. All that's in here is this tower. That's it, and the walls that surround it. The magic that's on it. Before it wasn't you could see it. It was kind of a lavender color or whatever. Now it's dark purple, and it surrounds the whole place, like from wall, like all you can see the walls glowing and everything. It looks inaccessible, and you see a troop of 12 or a platoon of 12 blinding guard standing in front of this entrance right here, with what looks like a commander. You can Eden Kara. Those are their aware of rank. You can see that they have a commander with them.
Nod at him as we walk.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Blessings of Gold Star upon you.
Blessings of Gold Star upon you all. There's a weird flash of light that comes over from this tower right here, the right eye of Gold Star. It's daytime, so it's not real bright, but it flashes from the lighthouse across you guys just for a second, like the light hits you and then goes off.
We just got scammed.
Mm.
And you know, when you look at the right eye of Gold Star, you can see on it a painting of a sun eye that's on the side of it.
And she's holding her holy symbol.
And
You don't say Gold Star's always watching.
That's right.
Keep walking.
okay, you walk down to the end down here. When you get to the end right here, you see that there's another platoon out here with a commander as well, and they say good morning. And
Good morning. Blessings of Gold Star upon you.
yeah, and you look across the street over at the Eden's Gate, and you can see that there's a sign painter out front that's painting a sign above the building. He's got a ladder set up, and you see some of the kids out on the porch, and you see kids in the back behind the building, and you see a few kids over fishing in the river, and there's food out, blankets out on the, like it looks like a class picnic is what it looks like to you guys. And you see Stephanie outside over by the river right here to the left of the building on this little bank right here, and you see some kids up on the bridge, actually not on the property but up on the bridge, and she's yelling at them, hey, get your asses back over here, get over here. And the kids,
Hello there, darling.
she kind of looks around for a second, and she sees you, she's like, oh hey. And she goes, one moment, and then she walks over to the other girl and says something to her, and she goes running over there to get the kids back, and she comes walking up to you guys and gives everybody a hug. She comes to Doll and Timmy first and
Give her a big hug.
gives you a big hug, and
Kiss on each cheek.
okay. She says things are going pretty well. We had a massive donation,
Yes.
like you would not believe.
Really?
Enough money to run this place for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Our needs are completely taken care of.
Well, that's just wonderful.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. We did have a weird thing happen too on top of it.
What kind of weird thing?
There was blood at the front door, and it went around the side of the building to the river.
Mm-hmm.
It was enough blood that we think someone was murdered on our front step. The blinded guard came and did an investigation, and I have heard nothing out of, no body was found. Anyway, so we got that cleaned up, and then we started getting things done. And she points up at the building, and you see the painter up there, and he's hand painting a sign, and that says Eden's Gate.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
So now you just need to hire some help.
Well, that's something we've been talking about. it's pretty important. I think it is the most important thing that we must do correctly.
It is.
And that is finding people that will not take advantage, finding people that are good-hearted, things like that. So I've been working, we've been discussing it with the Temple of Gold Star and with Quinn, High Priest, His Holiness, and he seems to think that that it's because of what happened with the temple and the academy. He feels like there should be very little help given from the temple. He said he would like to place one priest here, or priestess, he doesn't know who yet, to take care of things. He had mentioned that he was going to go through the temple and offer anyone within the temple choice to be vetted to take this position. She kind of turns and looks over at Eden and then looks at Cara and says, and then also they're looking at a possible commander as well with the priest, and that's it. No other employees. But I thought of the two of you. I know you have a lot going on, but if you were to, I don't know. I know you can't be here 24 hours a day, but if you could help, if it's not something that the two of you want to do permanently, maybe you could be behind or responsible for vetting these individuals, whoever they are.
While she's talking,
You detect evil.
She'll stop. She'll telepathy the party. I detect evil. She'll turn in what?
Okay.
Zen was already there.
Everybody
so
look.
yeah, Cara just freezes.
So, I don't have the grid here, but 90 feet is going to,
80.
or is it 80 feet?
80.
Okay, 80 feet. So, you feel it just for a moment above you.
Above me?
Yeah.
She'll look up.
You see this bird flying. Looks like a hawk. And then you feel it go away. And you do see the bird like raise up. And it goes out of your protection. You see it fly south pretty quickly, like with a speed this way, and it, as it gets over the lighthouse lake, you see the right eye of Gold Star go and hit it with light, and you see the bird go away from it and start heading to the left eye of Gold Star, and you see another light hit it, and you see the bird just freeze and then disappear. And then the lights go back off.
False alarm.
And Carol,
Ren just realized how important it is for her to stand next to Zen. Keep her hidden. If they're evil, they get holy shit.
Cara will continue over to Eden and slip a piece of paper into her palm of her hand. It's actually bigger. It's almost a scroll, but and telepathy her. When you get a moment, give that to Stephanie. It's for the school.
She'll look at Stephanie and hand it to her,
Okay.
I suppose.
And just walk away.
All right.
Go look at the school. Go watch
What is
them
it?
paint the sign.
She'll hand it to Stephanie.
Okay.
It's a-
She looks at it.
It's a marker for 2 million silver.
She puts this.
So, have you
Where's this from? You?
It's anonymous. An anonymous donation, I suppose. So smile at it.
She starts
That's
to
what
get.
Cara wanted,
She starts
right?
to get tears in her eyes, and she's like, "I don't know what to say."
So, have you guys?
Sorry, that was just funny.
Hold on.
I couldn't help myself. It's just that.
Have you guys been signed up as an official school yet? Have you gotten all of that stuff taken care of?
Well, I talked to His Holiness about that. I have to say that he was not in a great mood. He didn't want to talk. So I tried to discuss it with him, and he said to me that he has nothing to do with any of that anymore. I don't know what that means, but he was not rude. How do I say this? He was quick with me.
So Seth asked.
Engel smile at her and she'll say, "Sweetie," she'll kind of lower her voice. Are we allowed to? She'll telepathy the party. Are we allowed to tell people? We allowed to
About the
tell
council?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll look at her and she'll say, "The council has been,
Disbanded.
yeah,
And
by
Seth,
order of the prince."
yeah, Seth would say, why don't you petition the prince for...
The council's been disbanded.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I thought there were some laws in place against there being no council. It's none of my business,
I
but
don't know.
I think he's planning on doing a new council, but he hasn't said. Then again, maybe-
really,
What are they gonna do? Arrest the prince?
well, so that's the thing. The people elect the council,
Right.
and if the monarch decides that they don't want, that'll be an issue. That will be an issue. I can promise you that people
Was
will not.
because-
It's like a dictatorship then, or a monarchy, and this is not a true monarchy.
Well,
This is
it was because of all the corruption.
Uh-huh.
oh.
And so it's like starting from square one.
Oh,
And that's the thing, is I think they may be intending to hold an election or whatever. I don't know how that works. I'm not political at all.
you hear
so-
thunder in the background,
Really? Again?
and you do see a huge storm off in the ocean, in the sea, billowing clouds out there.
Oh boy, looks like rain's a coming.
Spring, she says, and kind of does that.
I like rain. I just don't like boats. Ooh, swimming.
That reminds me, I was going to see what we could do about maybe putting some safety nets on the bridge. I know that would require a lot of work, but with if the kids are swimming, I don't want them to get swept downstream. It's pretty
Right.
swift in that area. I don't want them to go down into the lake and off the waterfall.
So maybe
I've been just
Let's
letting
do
them in the
this.
shallow right now, but
you make me and Cara a list of the things that you need assistance with,
Mhm.
and we will see what we can do about those things.
thank you so much. I will. That's not a problem.
We need to polish your armor. Carter says, just out of the blue, we need to polish your armor.
It doesn't look perfect. Like it's got some stuff going on with
And then
it.
she looks back up at the... That reminds me. I need to make a new set of... Oh, wait, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
What?
How many days are we away from the party?
Party is 4 days away, I think.
Yeah,
The parade is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Morning.
So, yeah.
I'll need to clean my priest clothes. They're still bloody. Oh, you can clean, can't you?
Not if you were within 20 feet of
You guys are
I didn't have them on.
standing there, and you hear from inside the house, "Well, what did she tell you to do?" This male voice. And Stephanie kind of looks over there and goes, kind of laughs a little bit.
Cara goes, oh boy.
He's really been helping out a lot, she says.
Who?
And when you say who, you see the halfling that you guys had seen before come out the front door. And he's like, oh, he looks at you guys and walks over. Hey,
Hello there.
good to see you again.
You too.
Yeah. How y'all been?
That was Cara.
She goes, yes, he's been coming and helping out ever since, ever since he came the first time he came back, and she looks at him and smiles, and she says, "So what name are you going by today?" She says, and looks at him, and he goes, "Calvin. I'll go by Calvin today."
So who you sweet on? That's Seth. Who you sweet on?
You? And he smiles. He goes, "No, just kidding.
That's
Just
Seth.
kidding."
You just
yeah, I enjoy helping out with the children. She goes, he doesn't want to go by, he wants to go by a different name every day. I'm not sure why, but the children are, it's going to make it difficult. And she looks at him and he goes, "Well, good. They need to learn." She's like, "Okay, that's fine. Calvin." He smiles.
It seems like
This is the same halfling that helped you guys.
yeah.
You remember?
Yeah. a little weird. I think he's sweet on the priestess. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. That's why he asked. Sorry, Phil.
So,
The storm doesn't seem to be moving like really quick. It seems to be very slow. It's not.
Okay.
It's not a fast-moving storm. So it's not like you're going to get rained on anytime immediately.
You
So,
know what?
just have that list sent to the tower.
The Tower of Nas? Okay, I can do that. I'll start making it. I've actually already got a list.
Okay, well, if you want to just give it to me.
Well, there's probably a few things that I need to add to it and finish on it, but when
No
I'm done,
worries,
I'll have it delivered.
I don't know about you all, but I need to prepare for this parade tomorrow. So,
what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Shouldn't we be a part of it? She'll look around at the party.
No, they told us that it wouldn't be safe for us to be like in the parade, right?
Well, I'm sure that Eden needs to make an appearance at the
Absolutely, I
least,
do.
and I wouldn't mind
It's
joining
all up to
you.
you individually, but I am definitely going to make an appearance.
And I'll be there with you.
And I'll be with both of you. Gavor says.
Yeah, I'll protect her.
Sambar goes, "Ooh, parade. What
Yes,
that?
sir.
What that?"
It's like a giant party in the streets that
Oh.
celebrates all of us
Oh!
tomorrow.
Oh.
I think you'll live till tomorrow.
No, I live.
Yeah, you.
My drink buddy don't live, though.
She's still with
I miss Kid.
you. Yeah. You know what? We'll bring her back. It'll take some time.
Zen says, "I'm working on it, Sambar."
See? We'll get her back.
How you work on it? She goes, "I have friends in low places."
Good song.
If he can steal it, I can. Anyway. Don't know if you know the history of that, but anyway. Yeah.
Maybe we can get that bard to come sing.
What bard?
That one that was at the bar. That dwarf bar.
Oh, yeah, he good.
Yeah.
I like him. His music good.
Huh?
Gambling Thin Song?
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Is that right? Is that his name?
Was that who?
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thin Song, I think that was it. He's like an actual, he's a renowned bard. He's actually pretty famous.
Mm.
Maybe we can go
Among
find
the
it.
dwarves at least.
Yeah, we'll find that dwarf that you were dancing with.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah. See?
she fun. But we had to leave.
That's all right. It's all right.
I I pray Gold Star for her.
Yeah. See?
Yeah,
Nice.
I sure she not dead. I never pray Gold Star, kid, for God.
I do.
No, I never prayed before. Now I pray every day for a kid. Gavor goes, well, we're going to have a good time in the morning, and the parade will be wonderful. You are a hero. And and he looks at him and he's like, huh? You are a hero. We're all heroes.
That's why they're having the parade.
So that just goes.
It's for us, Vilmar.
Pray for us?
No. We're heroes. That's why they're having the parade.
Oh. He smiles. Good.
Food and drink and festivities, oh my.
Drink. Food.
She'll smile at Stephanie. So just when you get that list together, just have it sent over.
Thanks for coming by, and
course.
I'll get it all together and everything. You guys are more than welcome to take a look around and whatever you need to do. After all, you're the reason it all happened. So, and tomorrow is the spring celebration as well. So we have activities planned. We talked about taking the children, or allowing the children to come outside today to kind of get used to it, so that tomorrow when the parade comes, they kind of know the rules and everything already. I don't know if it's coming past here, but I would assume it is. It's kind of a main street, so I'm sure it will. It doesn't give the direction or where the parade starts or anything on the paper that you saw. That is one thing it doesn't say. So you would assume that it probably passes through every street, or at least the major streets. You're not sure.
It's too bad that you don't have more help between now and then. I'm sure that would make it a lot easier. It is important to make sure you have the exact right people in place. So.
You look across the street and you see that there's a platoon of blinding guards standing there. They're watching the kids, watching you guys. They're right there. They're guarding this place, but
They're probably bored.
yeah, you'd think if anything happened here, they would be on it. You guys have been there, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes or so, and you see a troop of blinding guard coming down from the Starlight, coming down on the northern side of the Gold Star, the ex-Gold Star Academy, headed your way. There is as they're coming down, there is one of them that's standing in the center of them, and you recognize they're holding a pole with a banner on the top of it, and you recognize that banner. You've seen it at your father's house, Eden.
Mm-hmm.
It's some kind of organization or group that your father's a part of that is like some kind of club of some sort. And you see one of the guys in the center holding it, and it's what looks like a gold piece that's been made into a gear, and it has a bag at the bottom of it. Looks like a bag of coins of some sort at the bottom of it, and a sword to the right of it, a symbol of Queensland to the left, and the gold star at the top of it. You know, it's some kind of organization that your father would go to every so often. It's not common knowledge. You never really paid attention to it. It was almost like he was going to have a good time, or he was going to meet with the fellas,
Gotcha.
kind of thing.
Would Ren be able to roll heraldry on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's not. I know it's Ren, not Eden, but she might be. Yes. Yes.
It is the Gold Traders Guild.
Okay.
You know it to be a large organization that exports and imports and sell. It's capitalism. It's odd because there's a lot of Gold Dar stuff that does this, but this is the only one with Gold Star that you've ever heard of or seen.
Okay.
And Eden, on the other hand, so outside the game, kind of like, you know, Masons or Shriners, or it's kind of,
That was kind of the vibe I got, but I
it's
didn't
kind
wanna
of like
say
that.
Okay.
Yeah. And they come marching down and they're holding that banner up.
Eden will nod at them as they walk by.
They seem to be pretty serious. They're very strictly marching. It's not like they're just kind of, you know, patrolling. They're marching.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so
And-
she wouldn't.
Okay,
She
yeah, because
wouldn't.
they don't look at you until they get right up to you, and the commander salutes at you,
She'll salute.
but the others don't. They stay facing straight forward, including the guy holding the banner. The guy holding the banner, you know, is a Golden Knight Academy trainer. You've seen him before. He's pretty high level. You know he's pretty seasoned. He's a seasoned veteran, and he's in the middle holding that banner.
Okay.
They go marching past you. They head
Bizarre.
this way.
So it's not normal. It's not a normal.
No, it's normal to have blinding guard in the city doing patrols, but they don't do it like this. And they go across here. It's like an honor guard or something. It's weird. And they go across the bridge, and the children are off the bridge now. You see, the girls have got them off the bridge, so they go across the bridge. You see a ship come flying in down at the Museum of Love and Beauty. It looks like a winged insect of some type. It's black and red, stands out in Queensland, and it flies up relatively slow, you know, at a normal aerial speed. Like, it doesn't come in quick, it comes in pretty slow, and turns and then docks at the top of the left tower, this one right here. No, right tower, my bad. Top of the right tower right here.
It's really fucking cool.
Just, you see the wings of it go down when it docks.
We can't make. Can you make out any detail from this distance?
No, you are
Way up.
way
there.
up
Okay,
here.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right.
I mean, you can kind of make it out. It's probably half a mile away, so you can see the general outline of it and everything. But as far as making faces or seeing people, you just see like shadows, that kind of thing, you know. Unless you use something just otherwise.
No, ain't got nothing.
Got a squirrel.
You connect with the squirrel.
I was being.
You can look through the squirrel's eyes if you want to.
It's still back down at the.
Yeah, it's in this area at this
Yeah,
oak tree.
actually, I will. From the tree.
Okay.
I left it there.
You see a cat's paw on the right side of the ship from the squirrel.
Meow. Cat boy.
You don't know.
You guys ready? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Stephanie's like, well, I need to get back to what's going on here, but you have freedom to come and go as you wish.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you guys so very much for
Have a
everything
blessed
that you've
day.
done. You too, may Gold Star guide you.
I love you, dear.
Love you.
Should we
Should give you another hug. Timmy goes over and gives her a hug, and when you hug Stephanie, you feel her slip something into your bag, and she looks at you and just kind of smiles.
I wink at her, smile. Do you have any way to telepathy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Holler if you ever need me.
Of course. You as well, dear.
Thank you. Type back down.
Okay. You guys start to leave?
Hmm?
Eden would say that troop, once they get away from Stephanie, she'd say to the party, that troop was a little strange.
What do you mean?
It wasn't a patrol, it was more like honor guard.
For,
It was abnormal.
for what?
I'm not sure exactly. I can just tell you it was abnormal.
What does honor guard mean?
It's like, it's hard to explain.
Guarding your honor.
Somebody passed, somebody
Yeah.
is being honored in some way.
Well, there is a parade.
There is. I don't know, it just didn't seem that way. Anyway, I kind of recognize a symbol that was on it, but I don't really know what it means. I just know I've seen it before. I'm just letting you guys know it was abnormal. Should keep walking. It was out of place.
I believe it's an organization that trades. And from what I know, they do trade in space as well. I believe your father's a member of that even.
Yeah, he is. I never really asked it. It's kind of, like he goes and hangs out with the guys. It's not really. I don't know. I never really asked.
Oh,
any
it is
questions.
much more than that, he says. Gabor says it's much more than that.
Is it?
Though it may appear that way on the outside,
Well, tell me about it.
it is just a merchants guild /
Did Zen say that her father was a part of it? Was it Zen that said that or Gabor?
Gabor.
Okay.
It's like a merchants guild, but not. I believe they had tenets and things that they abide by, and it's a group of usually elite individuals, paladins and priests and priestesses. No, because it's a male only organization, I believe.
Boys Club.
Yes, I believe so. I do know that Gabor says, I do know that they do business in the heavens.
Oh, interesting.
Well, we're going to take a break right there. Just real quick, guys. And kind of uneventful, but, we're moving along. And we'll be right back, I suppose. Yeah?
Parade.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. We'll be right back, you guys. And we're back. If you need to do stuff, that's fine. Go ahead. Yes, we left you guys out in front of the Eden's Gate.
Okay.
I'm quite aware I got some map work to do, and I'll get it done. There's some things I got to
Right.
create, but
And while we're there, Seth was going to sneak his bow out of his pack. And I
sneak it out of his pack.
will Sneak it out of his pack.
Okay. By sleight of hand.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 out of 45, so.
Okay.
Ryan's gonna telepathy doll. And so, sweetie, I've been talking this out, and I really think that we should let somebody higher up know that she thinks she might have felt no discoveries. She's really scared. And I talked to her about it, and I told her that I was going to talk to you. And that we should probably tell somebody, because I don't know what else to do. She's terrified.
The only person I know to talk to is Eris.
I don't know what to do about that, but
Eden, Kara, you both get a telepathic message. All priests and priestesses and paladins of the church will be requested to appear back at the Temple of Gold Star this evening for a meeting to prepare for the parades. And then those of you that do not have prior duties will be commissioned to work the parade. Feels like a mass telepathy. Feels like it's a church telepathy. By order of His Holiness Quinn. Federico.
Car just goes. Right?
well, we have to appear back at the temple tonight, Kara and I. In preparation for the parade.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Gavor's like,
There you go.
I did not receive a message. You mean,
All paladins
Oh.
and priestesses. It felt like a mass telepathy, so we'll see. Like I said, I want to be involved, so I got no problem going.
Me either. I kind of have to, but
Well, why don't we start heading back down that way?
any place else we need to go before?
Not that I can think of.
All right.
Well, it's like the errands.
okay.
Hey, you. Hey. You okay?
Yeah. My friends,
Ren and Zen, specifically Zen.
The warlock.
Yeah, and then they wanted me to contact somebody, and let them know that Mephistopheles it was here in the city and following us.
You hear her laugh. Okay. Are you guys in danger?
According to what Zen told her, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I don't know.
I'll look into it.
Maybe you should talk to the two of them. They seem to have a lot more information than they are letting on.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I'll look into it.
Thank you.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? I'm good. I'm good.
Kind of boring here in the city, but
Boring is good.
yeah.
Trust me, things won't be like that forever. There will come a time when you're gonna wish things were boring.
Mm.
Alright, I'll look into it. Thank you.
Keep walking.
We can game that out later or whatever you want to
Yeah.
do.
Want to try and connect with a hawk.
See the storm rolling in, and you kind of look up, and you don't see any hawks up there.
Feel for other kinds of birds, like south of here.
Seagulls and pelicans you can feel down on the docks and flying around, and you see them when you look down towards the docks. You see them up in the air and all around. The storm is behind them, off in the distance, and you can see it's gotten closer. It seems to be coming towards Queensland.
We should hurry up, guys. It's been a storm.
Sounds like you afraid of water?
I'm just tired of constantly having that. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go.
Dude, I would say it's a pain in the butt to have to do and redo your makeup 4 times a day.
I don't wear makeup.
Yes.
And when my hair
Seems-
gets wet, it gets curly. So
Really?
we should go.
Nah.
Please, you think my hair is straight like this by itself? Are you kidding me?
No. I've seen your hair wet.
Zen's like, I look like a mop in the rain.
He's got
Prettiest
this wavy
mop I've
hair.
ever
and-
seen.
Oh.
Smile at her. Let's go, guys, and I'll start walking.
Car's like, speaking of which, can you braid my hair for tomorrow?
Ah, of course.
I've never braided my hair.
You don't know how to braid hair?
No. I've put it in a ponytail, but
That's a crime.
I've never seen it in the books.
What do you mean?
I've read the books, all the criminal books, all the laws, and I've never seen it. Her face is just completely serious. And,
Yeah, hers is a little like she's trying to hide being dumbfounded. Like,
and she's just like, huh?
I can teach you how to braid your hair. No
I would
worries.
love that. I've seen them with the braids going around like this, and braids going down the sides, and braids kind of coming off here. But I've never learned how to do that. And she looks over at Eden.
They're walking, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right? She looks at Eden and, have you ever braided your hair?
Most definitely. I had to braid my hair when I was little when we would go to church and stuff. My daddy actually braided it for me, oddly enough.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which way do you go? Same way you
My
came?
hair, it doesn't stay in a
South.
braid. It's so thin that it just like kind of falls out. I've tried to curl it. I've tried to do all kinds of things. It just doesn't. I don't know.
Huh. I got so much hair I don't know what to do with it.
Same.
Speaking of mops, look at this.
Timmy kind of looks at you and goes, can't you, self-actualize? Can't you, I mean, your hair looks the way it does because you like it, right?
No, I have no control over that.
Oh. Hear the
Yeah,
storm
no,
coming.
no.
Starts to
We-
turn a little darker as you guys are walking.
We as angelic beings, we don't have control over our appearance. It's a reflection of our
Who we are.
who we are on the inside.
Right.
I thought you were light on the inside.
She is.
Wait, I have no control over that.
I
It's
understand.
not like shape shifting.
Cool. All
So,
right.
like,
I didn't
for
know.
example, when I was little, not when I was little, but like when I was a teenager, if I were to get upset or something, like the tips of my wings would flicker silver.
Uh-huh.
Like we have no control over it.
Got you.
And I was a monster as a kid.
Angelic beings wear their inside feelings on
What
the outside.
kind of monster?
Like I was a brat.
Oh. Timmy's like, oh, okay.
You've gone so
Yeah,
far.
Same.
You guys come to
Both of you.
you guys come to the staircase, and you come to the top of the staircase, and you just need to roll an observation right there. All y'all.
I was trying to get us to the to indoors before anything happened.
Yep.
6?
Under your intelligence at a -2, unless
Ren
you have it
failed.
more than once.
Yep.
Ren
Okay.
rolled a 20. Eden rolled. Yeah. Ren crit failed.
Okay.
I like that
So-
dice though. It rolls 20s. Just not for that.
Those of you that make it will just happen to notice that there's a sign on this building right here that says Calvin's.
Ha!
Where?
The freaking the halfling. That's funny.
Well, I don't know. He changes his name every day, I guess.
Maybe that's where he got today's name from.
Probably. I bet he doesn't even own that place.
Mm-hmm.
What?
At the top of the staircase, you can also see down in Lower Queensland, and you see a mass of people at the Temple of Gold Star and Goldar. The street actually has people in it. There's priests and priestesses. It looks like they're preparing for the floats. They're building floats for the parade, and there's a lot of activity going on.
Eden will say, you guys are welcome to wait, or whatever you want to do, but Cara and I gotta go talk to some people.
That time already?
Well, it looks like
It's supposed
it.
to be this evening, but you see there's a bunch of people already gathered. You don't know if they came early or
We could
what.
just go figure out what they want from us.
Okay.
I bet. I don't know. We'll see.
So
We're the parade's for us, so.
right. So sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
Talking about that halfling. Shouldn't he be checked out? Shouldn't we have to investigated, background checked, all of the things? Just because Stephanie trusts him.
She'll telepathy her, and she'll whisper in in the telepathy she whispers. She
Mhm.
goes, "These are goblin ghosts, dear."
What does that mean?
Like that group that we were put into, Elis. He's not been looked at, but
Gavor would say, he has helped us in the past, and I do believe he works for Elis.
Okay.
I believe,
We should double check. We should triple check.
of course.
It's Stephanie and a ton of kids. Like,
Agreed.
it's a good idea. We can do that.
you guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for them. Thank you. Thank you. So you guys will meet us back at the Temple of Love and Beauty?
Sure.
And Cara is wearing her yellow priestly robe, so
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Hey, doll.
Hmm.
Have one of those fancy cantrips that could like make my armor shine before I walk in here.
Oh, for
Hmm.
sure. Everybody pull in close
Whatever arms like this.
before we go before we go down the stairs.
Okay.
Have everybody come in close, all the animals and everything.
Okay.
Clean everybody.
All right. Cast the jinx.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Shines everything. It looks great. You look great. You all look great. Some bars like,
I think that's the best you've looked since we met.
no bath. Yay.
It's handy, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I could figure out how to get my makeup on one foot, we'll be talking.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Now, if I could figure out how to get my makeup on that quick, we would be talking. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to hear you know.
See, the storm's probably about half a mile away or so. It's getting closer, and it's dark. It's starting to turn darker.
Ren will stay with the rest of the party and start heading towards the Temple of Love and Beauty, and Eden will walk up to the front of the Temple of Gold Star.
Okay.
Car's right on her heels.
All right, you walk up to the temple and, or you come down a staircase actually, and there's so many people. You guys kind of gotta weave in through them to even start getting to the temple itself.
Before we head down,
Okay.
see how many people we have to fight through.
Yeah.
Doll would say, "Hey guys, actually,
Well, this is Eden and Kara.
can you transport us back to the Temple of Love and Beauty?"
Ren would say, she'll pull out her cue.
Okay.
And she'll open a portal right in front of the Temple of Love and Beauty.
Has it been 24 hours?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
See you guys in a bit.
Okay.
Go through.
You guys all appear in front of the temple. Doors are open. You can start to hear the rain kind of hit the docks a little bit just south of you. And there's a breeze that's coming. It's temperature changes. It goes down about 10, 12 degrees. It gets a little chilly. Okay. As you're going inside, you can see a priest there that's holding the doors, getting ready to close them, and he looks at you.
Smile.
Okay.
Walk in.
As soon as you walk through the doors, standing right in front of the sanctuary, you see Tessa. She smiles and looks at you guys.
No,
And you look into the temple. It looks like there's something going on at the altar. You see several individuals standing over there. You can't really tell exactly if Natan, it's quite a ways, you guys are like right here. You kind of look, and there's a group of people like right around the altar right here. Probably 20, 25 people. You do see some drow in that group. When you look over, you see that there's a couple drow. There's a female and a male.
Observation.
Okay, go ahead. You see Natan, of course, standing there, and he's talking to somebody that looks completely mundane. Like you just pass over them. You don't even really concentrate on them at all. They just seem like a mundane person. And you move past them, and you see over next to Natan is a redheaded woman, his wife Tara, looking ravishing. Like, oh, she's like just got this bright red hair and this energy about her. Then the female drow that you look at, when you look at her and you use observation, she turns and looks at you like, and you see these red eyes, and it intimidates you. When she looks at you, you can feel there's something not right about this woman. Like there's something, you're not sure what it is. It pretty much makes your gaze turn away. You're like, what the fuck? Like she doesn't look at you nice. You're in the Temple of Love and Beauty. Everybody here has been beautiful and nice and wonderful. This woman, when you look at her, she turns and she goes, and you're like, fuck. And Tessa's still standing there at the door smiling at you guys real big. Zumbar goes, We have parade tomorrow, he says to Tessa, and she goes, yes, you do. They're going to be honoring the golden ones, and she looks at you. Is that what you're called, right?
That's what they say.
That is so
That's
beautiful.
my letter.
That is so beautiful. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, wonderful day, and a wonderful evening.
You too.
Okay? You turn left and go down the stairs and go into the room, what do you call it? The meeting room.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you go into the meeting room.
I don't say that because I feel like we should be doing something, guys.
I agree.
I don't know. I just feel
Useless. Sorry, oh, that's me.
you're not useless. Quit talking about my friend like that.
Roll under your wisdom.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember there was something that Stephanie put in your pack?
Oh, there you go. Should go sit down and pull it out.
You guys gather off into the meeting room. You were just here not too long ago.
Should go into the alchemy area so that it looks like she's doing alchemy
Okay.
and pull it out.
All right.
Read it.
It's in nether script. You look at it, it's a blank page, and your eyes adjust, and you start to see the words appearing in nether script across the scroll. It's an invitation by a coven of witches. They're known as the Southern Witches Coven, and it's an invitation at midnight tonight. Hold on.
So sorry.
You crazy ass. We call that the spirit of ding. We do. Sorry, the map is. And it's right here at the Celestial Restaurant, right next door to the Temple of Gold Star, at midnight.
Good.
Fucking awesome.
And it's, you've been cordially invited to a dinner. It says a dinner at the Celestial Restaurant at midnight by the Southern Coven.
Wait, not a dinner, a show?
Mm.
Oh, cheap.
Yeah, so you're looking at that, and yeah,
Beautiful. She'll roll it back up.
okay.
Put it in her bag. Turn around.
Eden, Kara, you start weaving your way through the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
and where you headed? Inside the temple?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You go around the backside and into the front door of the sanctuary itself, and it's wall to wall people until you get underneath these archways to go towards the door, and there's just a few people walking back and forth from inside to outside. But there's not a bunch of people there, so And then you go in, I take it?
Yep.
Okay. You come in the front door, and there's there's probably around half a dozen priests, just like 6 or 7 priests or priestesses in here. And Frederico is in here. Frederico Quinn, His Holiness. He's up towards the altar and he's talking to a kind of a short human lady with grayish colored hair. She's got a broom in her hand and he's talking to her, and he seems to be happy. He's laughing and smiling with her, and they're kind of giggling about something. What do you do?
Start walking up towards.
Do you use the bowls?
Yes.
So there's this routine where you use the bowls and put a sun on your chest, kind of thing, and with the holy water.
Absolutely.
Do that before you walk in, and you look to the right and to the left, and you see the donation coffers
Mm-hmm.
are empty. Like there's nothing in them. Normally there's something in them.
She'll walk up and give a donation. She has 100 silver and
Okay.
actual not markers on her.
Mhm.
All right.
She'll put 100 silver in there.
Okay.
That's what she has on her right now.
One of the priests walks past you as you're doing that and goes, nods at you. Blessings of Gold Star.
Blessing the gold star.
He walks past you and goes out the main sanctuary door. So there's like 5 other priests in here and priestesses. It looks like they're cleaning the temple spotless, like almost like the duties that they're required to do right now might be for punishment, because you know very well that they clean cantrip the place and or clean jinx the place, and there's no need
like
to
somebody
actually.
did something they weren't supposed to.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them in there cleaning stuff, and he's up there with this lady with gray hair. He kind of looks up at you guys when you walk in for a second, then looks back down at her. He's laughing, looks up and smiles at you, and then looks back
Like
at you.
smile like he's happy to see us, or smile like, oh geez.
It seems pleasant. It doesn't seem
Okay.
troubling in any way. You walk up to him. There's a lady that, then, like I said, with gray hair with a broom, and she turns around and looks at you. She has got the greenest eyes you have ever seen. It feels like she looks through you. And when she turns around, you see a symbol of gold star dangling from her neck like a priestess. You've never met this woman. You don't know who she is. But her symbol ranks her as a high priestess.
Okay.
She looks at you both. She looks at Kara.
Forgive
No.
me for being so bold, but you have the most
Greenest
beautiful-
eyes. Smiles at you.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
it's a pleasure.
He kind of looks at you. They both just are quiet, looking at both of you, like what, like almost like,
What the hell you want?
why are you interrupting us? Kind of, but not really. That's the feeling at first, and then he looks at Eden. He goes, "I'm sorry to hear about your father and the situation with the council.
Thank you. It's
I
okay.
hear you're thinking about running."
I was thinking about it, yeah. Smile at her.
Interesting. May I introduce High Priestess Loka? Loka, this is Kara, and Eden. Eden Nazcane. She goes, "My, have you grown? It has been a long time since I've laid my beautiful green eyes on you.
We've met before.
Oh, you were but a youngster. You may not, probably don't remember. It's been, let's see, how old are you?
22.
Yes, so it would have been 2 decades." And she turns and looks over at Frederico and goes, "It is such a pleasure to have you back, High Priestess. We appreciate you taking over the temple." And she's like, "Well, it's what Gold Star wishes." And she looks back at you, and you realize she's taking over the temple. He's not in charge
He's not in
anymore.
charge anymore.
Is there something I can help the 2 of you with?
We were called back to the temple in preparation of the parade tomorrow. We got the telepathy?
Oh, that's not anything you should be concerned with. I'm sorry. It must. Sometimes when orders are given, people do things incorrectly. But that helps because we get the place cleaned. And he turns and looks at the people that are cleaning who are not paying any attention to you guys right now. He said, I apologize for that. You should have never received that message.
Okay.
Yeah. No, goodness, the parade is about you. I would dare not ask you to do anything during this special time. The city of Queensland is indebted to your endeavors. The golden ones are shined upon when it comes to that sort of thing. Besides that, you are immune to most of the issuings because of your status as, well, let us say, you worship Gold Star, but you work for someone else.
It's all in the service of Gold Star.
Of course, Gar.
So I know that we both would like to be a part of the parade, so I don't know, where would we go to talk to somebody about that?
Well, the temple of the Church of Goldar is responsible for all the details and the itinerary and the path and all of the things that have to do with that. We are helping them with some of the floats and the things of that nature that they needed help with. But many of our parishioners will, priests and priestesses have duties to attend to. They will not be allowed to appear or to enjoy the parade. After the attacks, there has been a lot of work that needs to be done, not only with the dead, but wounded, and there is a strange, well, it's not your concern, I suppose.
Please. There's a strange...
Share.
There are many of the wounded that have something with their chest. It is a disease of sorts, magical of nature, and it has weakened them. I know that Nerva has it as well.
Yeah. Do we know what's causing it?
Darkness. I dare not speak in such details presently, especially in this most holy of holies.
Yeah. If there's anything that we can do to help,
Agreed.
especially with something like that, we are absolutely available.
It does not seem to affect the paladins, which is good, but it is transmittable.
So that means it's a disease of some kind.
It is, but in the form of a magical nature, not your typical. It's something that we've never seen before. We do know where it originates from. But as I said, this most holy of holies is not a place to speak of such things. I believe your father is aware as well.
Have you talked to, what's his name, Natan? From the Temple of Aphrodite?
I have heard of his appearance and his name, but we have not met yet.
He is the one assisting Nerval with her health.
Ah,
She told us that because of him, that's the only reason she's able to walk around
Right.
with what's going on with her.
so he is a good enough healer to do that. That is quite incredible, considering the nature of this affliction. I dare not call it a disease because nothing is growing from it. Once one is inflicted with it, there is no growth to it. There is no continuation of it, just a permanent weakening. It has been a great concern to us
Has anybody checked the library?
I'm sorry.
If there's any information,
Oh yes, I'm sure we yes. There's been some research being and presently research being done on it. Locus, she turns and she says, "Do you know anyone else that has it? Perhaps that it is we are not aware of."
no, I think.
So no one that you know has been weakened or coughing or anything like that.
Just nervous.
Nervous, no, like
They don't know about Ren, right?
Right.
Just nervous that I can think of.
We can ask around quietly.
Well done in the prison, she says. And she looks over at Ren. Ren's not there, I'm sorry. She would look over to Edie and say, your friend Ren, I believe Renara Thorn, was responsible for finding something that would have spread and caused a great deal of damage within the city. Please notify her and let her know that the Temple of Gold Star is grateful for her endeavors.
Well, most definitely. Thank you for your time, my priest of priestess.
Of
She'll
course.
kind of bow.
Both of them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys exit out.
Yeah.
Back to the temple. The other temple. In the meeting room. Correct?
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
I just got that note. I just read that note.
Ren was saying how she feels like they should be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Seth is eating again.
Again.
I don't know that I have to be to at midnight.
The door opens and Aravane comes in.
Turn and look at her.
Face pockmarked, you know. You hear the storm in the background.
Hello.
You are all being stalked by a great darkness from the lower planes. You see Zen go,
Ren will put her hand on her.
And Seth just goes, again?
we are aware of one of great power that has been within this city. One that I believe you know. And he looks at Zen and you can see there's horror on her face. He's like, we have been unable to locate him, but we do know that he is here, still, presently. Does not seem to be a concern to the monarch for some reason. I was told to not be concerned with it, which troubles me greatly. He looks over and sees Ren and he's like, that individual was one of his minions. Hmm?
She's thinking to herself, that means that much, right?
Mm-hmm. He was there to take you.
She's holding Zen.
I'm not sure which one of you, but have you seen these before? And he pulls out these chains with the symbol of Mephistopheles and holds them up, and you see her go. He's like, do you recognize these? And she's like, yes. Please put those away. And he's like,
Ren will put herself in between the chains and
He,
Zen.
he puts them back in the bag and he says, I believe they were meant for you. And she goes, yes.
Seth will actually go over and sit next to her,
Okay.
next to Zen.
Okay.
and
She's
say-
trembling.
Yeah.
Then you see her just break.
She'll just
She
hold
starts
her.
crying.
She'll just hold her.
Erebane just kind of walks around over to where you guys are at and sits down at the table. He says, I have been watching over you and protecting you for some time. I thought it pertinent to let you know that it is by direct order that I do so. It's not that we aren't aware of these things. We have been aware of them. But what you should know and how much you should know obviously is an issue. And he turns and looks at Zen, who's just still bawling. We do not feel it necessary for knowledge to be transferred that will cause negative things to take place. But it has come to a time where you must know. We do know that one of you they are attempting to kidnap one of you, if not both. I would suggest that you stay away from any public celebrations.
Seth, of course. Can we disguise somebody to look like them?
You seem kind of smirk a little bit, he said. Perhaps.
There's a parade tomorrow.
Things are underway to distract them, which is why I suggest you do not appear. If there were two of you, it would be suspicious. He looks at you and Zen. And he kind of turns and he looks at Dahl and he's like, you are not excluded from this. We do not know if it is you that is on the list as well.
When that happened, did he try to take you? Yes.
What was that?
I asked her if when that happened, if he tried to take her over too. She said yes.
I didn't want to go to no stupid parade anyway.
For those of you that wanted to, I apologize. And I know it is a celebration. Yes.
Is dead set on being a part of it.
Evening car both.
Even in car both, I've tried to tell them both that I didn't want to be a part of it and I didn't think it was safe, and they both insisted that they were going to be a part of it.
I think that it's political for them.
I'm sure. I get it, but and I think that's where they're at right now. They went to the Church of Gold Star to check in with them or whatever.
You see him go.
What is that?
You guys smell, those of you that are cat kind, smell an overwhelming smell of cat. And it's panther. And all of you feel on edge, like instantly just on edge. It just comes into the room out of nowhere.
Tenses up.
Seth takes his bow, just kind of
Okay,
arrow, just and he's ready to fight.
okay,
Doll has no clue.
all right.
Ren will hold her hand up to Seth like that.
When you go to pull your bow back, you pull it back and the string's in two pieces. You're like,
What the?
you let go of it and you see it go back together.
How in the?
She'll start looking around.
Okay. Somebody's like, something wrong?
Yes.
Nate, hold on.
He pulls
Hold
his
on.
weapons
Wait.
out.
Wait.
Gavor's like,
Wait.
something wicked this way comes. And he turns and looks at the door. The door opens and you see Natan walk in. He's like, ah! And behind him, you see Salvadorian Crossbane walk into the
He
room.
sets the bow on the table.
I want to introduce you to my brother. This is Salvadorian Crossbane, Cat Lord of another
We
crystalline
have
sphere.
the choice to not feel on edge.
So when he walks in, it leaves. The smell goes.
He just sets the
Like
bow
it-
on the table. And
It wasn't him. Almost like it wasn't him. Like he walks in and the smell disappears or something. Aranea kind of stands and bows to him. He says, Lord of Cats, it is a pleasure to meet you. He says, oh no, the pleasure is all mine. Hello, how are you all? He kind of turns and looks over at Seth and he's like, little brother, it is a pleasure to meet you finally.
well, that.
He looks over at Ren and he's like, and sister, little sister. Looks around the room and kind of gazes at each person and he's like, I have heard a great deal about all of you. My father has seemed to take a liking to you and, well, he's asked me to come and introduce myself. And Natan's like, yeah, that's not why you're here. He looks up at Natan and he smiles. He goes, of course not, brother. Sal has come to help us with the temple and help us with the things that are going on here. And, yeah, it's a big deal, Natan says, and he smiles real big with his 30 comeliness. He's just like, and you guys are kind of like, you forget that Sal's standing there. When he does that, you're like, huh. He walks over to where Seth's sitting, and you see him reach inside of his cloak and pulls out these 2 scimitars. And he sets them down in front of you. You will have need of those, brother. Regardless of what they say, this silly thing about finding them is ridiculous. Especially if you don't know how to use them yet.
That's the problem. We need to practice.
Exactly.
Red will kind of smile.
Well, I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I just thought I would come and introduce myself. And my brother was more pushing me and the Lord of Cats, but I'm really here on vacation. I don't plan to stay. Natan goes, pfft.
I got a question for both of you.
Natan looks over at you. Sal doesn't look at you. He just kind of walks around the room. He goes over to the alchemy station as you're talking. And Natan's like,
What do the two of you know about, what's his name? Mephistopheles?
Yeah.
well, Natan's like, I am quite versed in everything there is to be known about him. If there's something you need to know, I'm sure I could answer the question for you.
He is attempting to kidnap one of the 3 of us, and Shola gives them a doll.
Yeah. And while he's saying the name, he's actually got his fingers touching Zen.
Okay, so you reach over and touch her, and she kind of jumps
Yeah,
at first, and
it's a comforting thing.
then she looks at you and just calms down. And
Yeah. And
Natan goes, oh dear. He
And-
walks up to her and he's like, you see his hand glow this yellow color, and he touches her head, and she's like,
and I'm wondering if there's
she
a
stops
way.
crying.
Are you okay, sweetie?
Yeah. Thank you, she says to him. He's like, of course. And he leans over and gives her a hug, kisses her on both of her cheeks, and he says, you are no longer afflicted. And she's like, thank you.
I'm wondering if there's a way to set a trap for him. If he's here to kidnap either one of my sisters, any of my sisters, and he indicates Doll as well, I want to set a trap.
You mean he is doing stuff within this city? That's what
Yes.
Natan says.
He's here.
He's here.
Well, you hear Sal say, someone poked him with a stick if he's here. Probably none of you either.
I'll try. And he just taps the scimitars. In more ways than one.
I wouldn't stir that hornet's nest if I was you. You're not ready for that.
He's messing with my family.
Yes, I understand. But you'll do no good for your family dead. He is more of a mental trickster than is known. I wouldn't worry yourselves. He always has a plan of some sort. Perhaps I'll talk to him. He turns and looks at Natan. Natan's like, brother, this really is probably none of our concern. He goes, oh, well, seems to be my brother's concern and my sister's concern. Our brother, our sister. And he looks at Natan. He's like,
I'm wondering if he is here to do something with that tower
tower? Near south.
over in the.
All of that was given to Eris and the Prince.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think it's time we meet this monarchy, he says to Natan. Natan's like, brother, we should not jump to conclusions. He goes, where's this tower located that you're talking about?
Golden Academy.
So,
Yep.
yeah, it's the Golden Academy.
About that point, Eden, you come walking in with Kara in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going Goldar.
Are you going to Goldar? You're not coming back here?
We were going to go. Ask
Okay.
him.
All right. So that's where we'll start. That's where we'll go with you guys. You guys enter into the Goldar Church
Yeah.
with the paladins.
Because we were going to go talk to them about where we're.
I really want to be there, but yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you're right.
I can't meta.
All right. You come in and to the Temple of Goldar and start asking questions about where to be and everything, and they're going to tell you everything you need to know.
Cool.
There's a female priestess that comes up to you, and she's covered in gold chains, and she comes up to you. She's like, oh, I am so excited. Oh, you are here. You are here. You are here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let me look at you.
That's the look on Kara's face, by the way.
And she goes around you and like looks at your cloak and everything. Oh, this will not do. This will not do. You guys are absolutely beautiful, but you need to be goddesses. You need to be perfection. The people need to look at you and see the light of Gold Star and know right away that you have come not only to save the city, but to save the world. You feel me? She feels me. That hair. Goodness. I think it should be braided. I think we should put some flowers in it, maybe some gold in it, and yes, I've got you guys taken care of.
She looks at Eden.
I'm responsible for taking care of the two of you and your look and your presence and the things of that nature. I tried to get a hold of your father because I know, dear, and she reaches up and touches your armor. I know you're going to run for the council, so we need to make you a council member. You need to appear as a council member. I have got everything that you need. You have no worries. My girls will take care of you. And by the time you're done, you will be goddesses. And you don't have to wear it every day, though I suggest if you're going to run for office of some sort, that you should appear as a goddess every time you're in public. Now, the float that we've built for you will be at the end of the parade. It's so beautiful. You're going to love it. We can match the flowers with your hair. And yes, the two of you are going to be the talk of the whole parade. I hear that the others are not coming, and I don't blame them because you will definitely outshine them all, including those companions. But nonetheless, I think that we should get this taken care of and start it off right away at the very beginning of this. Let's just be friends and let me help you. I'm so excited. Come on, come this way. And she starts taking you, unless you don't go, she starts taking...
Oh, and she'll pull Kara with
Okay.
her.
All right. They are going to deck you out. Like, when it's done, you're going to look like royalty. Like you're, you know, it's going to be on another level of wealth. And like there's no, like they put expensive stuff. Like you're probably walking around with 20 to 50 million gold pieces worth of shit on you. By the time it's all said and done. So that's where you guys are at.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
back at the meeting room.
Goodness.
Back at the meeting room. Natan says, "Well, as long as you are present in this temple, there will be no harm come to you."
Well, what about when we want to go out into the city and do things?
I will assign bodyguards. No worries, you will not see them, nor hear them, nor know they're there. You see Aranea kind of turn, like just look at you at the corner of your eye, like, I hope that will do. Well, trust me. Perhaps I should introduce you to your your guardians, those that will guide you and protect you while you're in the city.
She's gonna observe Aranea. Does he look like what's his body
Roll
language?
an observation.
Like he's irritated.
Can I use my companionship psychology with that?
Yes.
Do you just observation? Yes.
Yes, he's annoyed. Sal kind of walks past you guys, and you can hear he's giggling a little bit. He gets to the door, and Natan's kind of looking at himself like, I'm going to go take a look around the city, and trust my brother. If he says someone's guarding you, it's the best of the best, and I'm sure you will be protected, even from the likes of Shitbird. And he smiles, turns and goes out the door. Oh, nice meeting you all, and perhaps we can get some time together, little brother and
That'd be
big
great.
sister. There's probably some things I can help you with.
Okay.
Natan, where's Clip? He's like, I don't know. I'll find him.
Hmm.
Turns and walks out. Natan's like, so, if that's fine, that's what I'll do for you. Consider it done.
Ryan keeps glancing back and forth between him and Aranea to see if Aranea is gonna say anything.
He doesn't say anything. He just stands there. He's actually looking towards the door. When you look at him, he's looking at the door like, kind of, roll another observation. Aranea never
Yes.
changes expression or anything.
Yes.
He's got expression on his face for the first
What
time.
is it?
Anxiety. He's just like, never seen him do that before.
Raised eyebrow.
He looks at you guys. He's like, I've got some stuff to take care of, but I will do what I said I would. And he smiles at you. I think perhaps, since our conversations that we have are very important, perhaps we should find a new location. Natan's like, don't be silly.
Ryan will just kind of,
You
when
can-
Todd's not looking, nod at him.
Okay. He nods. He turns and starts walking out. As he's walking out, Natan's like, don't be silly. Don't be silly, you guys. You can stay here. This is fine. We'll even change the room for you and make it, perhaps better, I don't know. If you need to leave, I understand, but as I said before, I will protect you regardless. But if you're in another location, like a building of some sort, that has protections, my guards will, it might be an issue.
Right.
You guys let me know what you want to do. It's fine.
I
Of
love
course.
it.
I do. This is my home, Natan. This has been my home since I was 12.
Same.
I'm sure you guys will come up with the right choice. He smiles and turns and walks to the door, and he leaves. That's where we're going to stop this evening.
Oh.
You guys are all sitting in the meeting room. And, yeah.
And Seth didn't get to say what he was going to say.
Oops.
No, it's all right.
Well, we're going to have 2 sessions tonight, so you'll remember it. You can say it, write down your notes, and we'll get back with you guys. Thanks for coming, liking, subscribing, sharing, and,
Ding, ding, ding.
all right. We'll see you next week,
I said
guys.
it this time.
There's a gift inside the old gods granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that I fear, and heroes of the known. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.